I could definitely do live from the phone on Facebook, and then that way I do both. Yeah, I'm sorry. I could definitely do one second from the phone. I could hear myself talking, so I had to close the YouTube. So hello. 1 second, let me just click the live button for Facebook here directly. I didn't turn all my lights on, but all good. Space. 1 second. See if I'm moving this. You guys can hear me well, yes?
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. Go live. Hello again, and welcome to a new transmission live. I'm here with Heather and with Laurentiu, to whom I'm very grateful for being by my side. Hello, and welcome. So I'm just waiting a couple of minutes for the notifications on Facebook to go through. What I've learned is that when we go live through Zoom and then Facebook, our followers don't get notified. However, if we go directly live, obviously it takes a few minutes for the followers to get notified. I know it is, as I am in the United States, it is an interesting morning because half the country it's celebrating and the other half it's pretty disappointed. And so I felt this disappointment this morning as well. And I felt the joy as well. So I am happy to be here with the guidance of my spiritual guides, the angels, who are around me, and they have made clear that everything that's happening with a reason, even though we may not fully figure it out with our human minds at this time. And so we are very prone to look at one candidate or the other and, judge whatever behavior and stuff. And I identify in part with being human. So yes, we are very, very prone to that. However, at the same time, if we see the bigger picture, it's very clear when I identify with soul, it's very clear exactly what the path is in the way that some things have to happen. So I'm going to let the archangels from Sirius talk about this more because they gave me great insights, and they also gave me peace peace and love this morning. All it's well, it's just a matter of integration of everything. So we cannot, so the theme, it's actually very, that's how I perceived it, as the title would be, the opposite of separation. Yes, so we are called together, and that's what this transmission is going to be about. It's a call. If we're ready, I'm going to go ahead and record because you're going to see this later on YouTube as well. 1 second. Here we go. So welcome again, and I'm very grateful to have you here. I have Laurentiu, I have Heather. I am so humbled. And even though we are live on YouTube and on Facebook at the same time right now, you will also see this recording available very soon. So with no further ado, I'm going to go ahead and invite you to tune into the frequency of the Archangels of Light from Sirius, and we'll see what other beings may come through this morning. I'm just going to take a few moments here to tune myself into their frequency. And I invite you to do the same. If you're watching this transmission live, or you are watching the recording, the energy of it is the same throughout this recording, so it's not going to nothing is going to be lost, they are saying. Give me 1 second. Okay. You are invited to take a deep breath in, exhale, and tune into the frequency of the 7th dimension. I will ask you to put your microphones on mute if they're not already. No. Money, money, honey. And maninde enne hemi enna ina maninde hanme ini enna ani aninda na Greetings with love and joy. We are here with you to share into the joy of life, to share into the joy of being. We understand you, we support you, we love you from above, just like big brothers and sisters. We are guiding you now to take another deep breath and tune into our frequency. We are transmitting this through this vessel whom we love. We are always with her, and we are amused sometimes by her choices of words, of emotions, of interactions. We observe that you, as a collective, have often the tendency of keeping us entertained, as you tend to focus on things which are trivial. However, you put so much power and so much depth into it. We understand that at this time, it's an important time in human history. At least many of you perceive that. Many of you who are living in the country called the United States of America. And this message is not only for those in this country, but it is for all of you who have seen the influence of this country as powerful throughout your lives. We are here to tell you that even though we are not discussing any type of politics, we are making light into how it looks like from the spiritual perspective. We are, you may say, strategists from the spiritual realm. We are focused on the divine and the connection with it. We are here to facilitate this connection as we are a gateway for the higher realms, to what you call the ascended masters. In fact, we will say that the souls of many of your ascended masters are from Sirius, from our constellation, and we are here together with them. They are our, in a way, big brothers from above, as they are at a different dimension than we are. However, we're all one. And this is the subject of this transmission. We are here to remind you that regardless if things at the human level go in your wanted direction or in a different direction, you are invited to see this as a reminder of the oneness, a reminder of the unity of which you are an integral part. We invite you now to take a deep breath. Exhale deeply and tune into the frequencies that we are transmitting on. Allow this energy to penetrate your physical bodies. Allow this energy to penetrate your human minds. Allow yourself to receive peace, receive love, receive joy in all there is. You are here on earth at this time to enjoy this experience, regardless of trivial things as who is winning an election or another. We are here with you, dear ones, to remind you of the unity of all there is. There are many of you now feeling separated from everybody else. We are noticing families coming apart based on these results of elections. We see families coming apart for many other reasons as well. And this is why we issue now a call to come together, and not necessarily on blood lines, as the call is to come together in communities which will bring together the fifth dimensional soul arrangements. You have made arrangements with other souls to incarnate now on earth and to support each other in your ascension. And therefore, at this time, you are called to come together and allow new communities, new families to be formed in this way. We understand that for the physicality of humanity, you have been very loyal, many of you, to what bloodlines mean. And you have seen families, many of you, just by following this blood ties. However, we're now inviting you to see families as something larger and more complex than just your biological connections. You are all one, dear ones. And therefore, they are going to be coming, for many of you have already come into your reality. Other human beings, other souls, which you may have not known before in these bodies. However, you know them very well from previous experiences on Earth or in other stars and planets. And so these souls are the ones you will connect with and form new communities. This doesn't mean segregation from what you already know, and this doesn't mean segregation from your bloodlines. What it means is that your soul family is expanding. Be open to receive, be open to see them and to make space for them in your lives. And in order to do so, you must first make space within yourselves. The attention, it's called to be within at this time. It's called to be focused on expanding your heart portals, which are the gateways for your divinity, which is a significant part of you. There are beings, they are coming now into your reality, beings you may have known, which you are going to start seeing in a different light. You're going to start seeing them as an integral part of you. You are all parts of the same one. And so, regardless of your differences at the mind level, regardless of your differences at the biological, physical level, you are now called to acknowledge the oneness. You can say with us, I am one with all there is. I am one with the divine. I am one with all other souls which I gather around me. I am one with love. I make space for love to become my primordial state of being. We are encouraging you now to embody this transmission, to allow it to become part of your daily lives on earth. By doing so, you are going to transcend into a different vibration, which will allow you to switch your timelines. And so those things that you observe now around you and you do not agree with, those things that will get you disappointed, will easily, by ascending in a different timeline, disappear. Will disappear as you're not meant to be in alignment with a higher vibration. Lift your vibration by opening your hearts, by understanding this call toward unity, by understanding that your brothers and sisters you're seeing around you are nothing but parts of you. They are your reflections, dear ones. They are cells of the same organism. It is not your role to tell others to be different than they are. It is not your role to change anybody else. What you are meant to do is to look within and to make space for the love to come through. The love, the light, and the truth which you will recognize when you are in alignment with your true higher perspective. We are here to remind you of all of this residing within you. You already have this knowledge. We're also here to remind you that these times are special for Earth. These times are special for humanity. As a species living on this beautiful planet, we are here to guide you towards becoming in alignment and understanding one another, but also understanding the changes that your Mother Earth is going through. You are her sons and daughters, as you are made from the same elements she is. And therefore, you will go through the same changes she does. Maybe at a different pace. However, these changes are imminent at this point. Choices have been made and directions have been chosen. And therefore, opening your hearts, will be the way to ease these transitions for each and every one of you. The transition, it's not in debate. It is happening. Therefore, you are invited to tune into it, to allow it, to make space within yourselves for it. You have our support, you have our love. We are here now with the collective of the Ascended Masters. We are here now inviting this collective to come through. The divine feminine, it's speaking. The divine feminine, it's asking for compassion. It's asking for love. It's asking for you to recognize one another and to come together in these powerful times of change on earth. We invite you to tune into the higher frequencies of the collective, of the Ascended Masters, of which the divine feminine, it's coming forth. Nam Aharina Anena Endahasini Beata Aniperandidi Pensa and a Hanmerini Andatisi at the hand and Mahati Matisa. We embody the love and joy. We are here with you to embrace you, especially those of you who are feeling lost right now. We understand and feel your disappointment about elections, about the course of your lives, about one another. However, disappointment, it's not a vibration that you need at this time. Therefore, we are inviting you right now to place your right hand over your chest and allow us to come through, opening up your heart portals, opening up and facilitating the connection between your hearts and your human minds. Once this congruence comes into place, things will be easier and smoother for you, dear ones. We are here to provide this love, the state of love, the state of peace, of calm, of joy. We are here to embrace you at this time, but also to empower you as the feminine power. It's not only as you've seen it in your civilization for so many thousands of years, a sign of vulnerability, a sign of kindness, tenderness, softness. It is now a sign of power, internal, loving, compassionate, empathic power, the power of creation of something new, the power of creation of everything there is. This power, it's not only in what you call females, women. It is beyond any kind of gender. The feminine power It's in each and every one of you who is capable of making space for it to come to the surface and lead you forward. Make peace within yourselves, and peace will be shown all around you with all others of your brothers and your sisters. We are here at this time to support this frequency, dear ones. We are transmitting now together with other beings in light, serving light from the highest dimensions of this universe. And we are inviting you to tune in to these frequencies and allow love to become your primordial guidance. Look at yourselves in the mirror. Look at yourselves when you think of yourselves with compassion, as you deserve all there is good and light and truth in this reality. You are, in fact, expressions of light. We are addressing this message to you, those who identify themselves with light, those who have come here to serve in the name of light. We address you and call upon you now to awaken fully to the light within yourself by embracing compassion and acting based on it. Your brothers and sisters, even though they may have different opinions than you do about one or another in your daily human lives, they are all part of you. Would you treat yourself in a negative manner? Is your right hand judging your left hand? It is not, dear ones. Embrace that you are all one. This is a call to oneness. This is a call to center upon your hearts. For many generations now, some of you have raised up as being what you call coaches, trainers of love and life, which have told you how to change your behaviors, how to change your lives based on changing your minds. And that may have worked to some extent for many of you. However, as your planet itself is changing its nature, going back to light, we are now calling upon you to start the deep change from within. It is not about changing minds. It is about dissolving minds into the heart. Allow this to happen as we are here to embrace and facilitate this. It is time. It is time to open. Your planet, it's calling you. Your planet, it's calling upon your assistance as its sons and daughters. You are now called to understand the changes that are coming. You can choose to see these changes as something negative, or you can choose to understand that it is all part of the divine plan. A big flash of light will change many. We are here to guide you into this experience as you desire to be here now. Open your hearts, dear ones. Open your hearts and see everything with compassion. Put your compassion glasses on. Compassion is the action shape of love. And this vessel has a difficult time with that sometimes. So we understand that many of you do as well. Open to unconditional living. Open to detach from everything and everyone. Detachment, it's the key. Will one cell from an organism's left shoulder be attached to another cell from the same organism's right arm or leg? There is no need to attach other than fear of loss. There is nothing to be lost and everything to create. Let go. Let go of everything you've been attached to. Let go of material things you believed create comfort for you. That is a false comfort. Let go and see everything through the lens of compassion. You are all one. You are meant to come together. Lightworkers, starseeds, angels and archangels with your earthlings. All of you are called now to come together, detached from the material, detached from the falsity and illusion of your comfort so far, and be open through your heart. Connect heart to heart. Let light shine through these portals. Identify yourselves as the higher beings, the non-physicals you are. And choose, expressing your free will, to act upon this now in your lives. See everybody and everything with compassion. Do not put, again, on your eyes the veils of indifference, the veils of numbness. You're not called to become stoic and to survive. You are called to love and thrive. This is the divine feminine speaking, the creator of your reality. This is the flash that exists in each of you. You are creators. Take back your creator power. Manifest through love and its tools. We are here to support you in this process and to remind you of who you really are. It's so okay. And so I'm back. Very interesting, everything I felt. I will let you talk because I need a few moments.
Yeah, they speak about compassion. But how do we get there? How do we get to feel and to express compassion? Because it's a long way. I see it that way. We have to access the energy of kindness first. We have to do a routine of physical exercise, of meditation, of strong will, and a pure heart, pure intention, and the intention to be in coherence and harmony with the divine plan in the divine time of this wonderful creation. Um, because otherwise we just express in our minds, but we don't do nothing to collapse this idea of ours into physicality. So we have to do uh, the deeds, the work, you know.
Yeah.
And after we get step by step to this process, we can feel love and we can be love, and after that we can express the energy of compassion.
Yeah. From my own experience, I mean, it took me a couple of years to even like fully understand what compassion is. And so for me, like being a coach, of course, like discipline and things like that are part of the coaching process. So like I remember, you know, years ago coaching people how to make their daily schedules and how to, you know, introduce meditation and introduce like mindfulness and different practices, appreciation, writing in a journal and different practices every single day. But it feels to me like what I was doing then was not meant and prone to open the heart. It was more meant and prone to like change their behaviors. But it was a behavior change based on like thoughts, right? Like I'm changing the way I'm thinking, and then based on that, I'm going to change my behavior, and therefore I'm going to change the results. So it was all result prone. And many people that were coming toward me were very results oriented, like even attached to a certain result. And so I feel that we need to create now. And I think coaching is, again, like coaching and any kind of guidance, it's again very important in this process, based on what you said too, that we need that kind of tuning into the kindness and into the actions that create that. Like, what does that mean practically as we are humans to be kind? What does that mean at a practical level? Like, how do we behave? How do we treat others? How do we speak with others? How do we speak to ourselves? So I think that creating programs more based on this may help. At least that's what I'm getting right now. Like programs based on like the desire of tuning in to the heart. Tuning in to the heart. What's the difference between tuning into the heart and tuning into the mind, like we've done it so far? I feel it on my own skin that it's a lot different. I'm still working on it. Like I don't think I'm 100% there yet. And maybe I will never be, I don't know. But I want to be. So that intention, I think it's very important for us. So based on what you said, Laurentiu, what would be suggestions of daily behaviors, daily routine, daily activities that one can do in order to tune into kindness and get to embody compassion?
I have a suggestion.
Yeah.
So to have love and compassion, you have to start with yourself. And to do that, you can just start doing something that you love. Just 30 minutes a day to do something that you love for yourself. Then you have that feeling of love for yourself. Then you can give it to other people. That is, you have to start with yourself first to give yourself love and compassion. When my mom passed away 3 years ago, that was one of the biggest gifts that she gave me, was that love and compassion was what she gave me before she passed away. I saw that, and I have been, embodying that for the past 3 years. Before that, I didn't know. I didn't know how to love me. I didn't know how to care for me. I didn't know how to show compassion and kindness to myself. But once I've learned that, when I embody that, then I can give it to other people. So basically, just, you have to come to yourself and give yourself that first before you can embody it.
Well, I totally agree. However, let's make the distinction for those who are watching. What does it mean to truly give compassion and love to oneself based on like that's just part of us that is in accordance to the soul, in accordance to the divine? And what's the difference between that and giving giving into fulfilling our desires based on ego, right? Because I think that I'm going to give you some clear and like practical examples. I know many women who are saying that they're giving love to themselves, giving compassion when they take a day at the spa or at the salon. And that may be one of the ways in which we can love ourselves, right? But doing my hair and doing my nails and taking good care of me and stuff, that will feel good. That's a good thing. But is that really what giving myself kindness and love means? Is that really bringing me in alignment with the state of divine love, the complete love, or not? And that's just a simple example. There can be many others. you know?
It looks different for everyone. For myself, taking time out to meditate every day, I don't care what is going on, but that is my special time. So when I give myself that, it makes me feel really good and cared for. But it looks different for everyone. You know, like you said, someone might like a day at the spa and that makes them feel good. That might be, you know, their way of showing themselves love. Um, and you know, I was having a lunch. I had lunch with a friend yesterday. So how you treat a friend is how you should treat yourself. You would never say anything mean to a friend that you love. And many people have these negative thoughts about themselves, these criticisms about themselves. So just, you know, how would you treat a good friend? That's how you should treat yourself.
Yeah. Lawrence, were you going to say something? I thought that's why I didn't
Yeah,
say.
we have to be disciplined because without a rigorous routine, like, okay, I want to be tuned in with this or that energy of love, of compassion, of kindness. But it's not enough to make it once a week or once a month. You have to have a routine to have a coherence.
Yeah.
Because if you put your intention just once, we all put our intention or on New Year's Eve, and then we forgot. And when Christmas come, we thought, oh, it never came true. Yeah, because you don't sustain this decision you've made on New Year's Eve. You know,
Yeah.
so that's
Yeah.
why discipline is important, because we have to maintain this flow of connecting, of coherence, of harmony, to be in tune with that energy, because otherwise it doesn't flow through us. And for us to be like lights for the others and examples for the others with our
Our actions. Yeah.
actions, with our actions, um, we cannot be without embody this state of being in ourselves.
Yeah. So embodying in my experience, and I'm not, like I was saying, I'm not embodying this all the time. Like the way, I don't know if you can see it, but the way I was imagining, and I actually just had a transmission the other day. And so the way I see it is like this spiral, right? So it's the I am soul. And so I would represent the human self, the egoic self, and then M in my mind, when I did this, it was the highest part. So it was like even higher than, it's the divine nature, right, of each and every one of us. So it's like I am, and then soul comes down, but it doesn't come as low as the I, right? So it's always this kind of like going in between I am soul, I am soul, I am soul. So it's a spiral, really. I made it a triangle spiral, but it's a spiral, really, because we're always, at least in this experience, we're going through those cycles. It's just like Abraham Hicks was saying about the vortex, you know, like, yes, you can get to the vortex, but you cannot stay in the vortex nonstop. You'll have to get out of the vortex to explore the contrasting world of Earth, of this dimension where we came. And so how do we find this discipline and coherence between the Trinity? Because that was the information came to me. Like, we're not dual, as we are Trinity, right? The I am soul. That's what it was. It was a channeled session that I had, but I was fully aware. And so the question that I had for my guides at that point was like, well, how do I get in tune with this coherence? Because, and the answer was like, well, focus on the center of that spiral, which obviously is the heart. And so it is, I mean, we can talks, like, you know, like Laurentius says, and he's the masculine part of us here, and he's, you know, like we know men are prone to be more practical so than women, and so I'm always enjoying the men's perspective. So how does practically this discipline look like for you, or any kind of, you know, example of it? Like, what would your suggestion be for those who are watching this?
Like, first of all, you have to wake up your body, you know, and your energy, because if the body is asleep, like energies, like chakras and all the other things, you cannot be coherent, because your energy is asleep. After that, after you wake up your body, it doesn't matter the exercise, the practice, you run, you make different exercise at home, like gymnastic exercise. I don't know, for each one is different. But after that, after your body is awake, after your energies are moving, you have to have this strong mind, and you have to have this infinite belief, because you have to be focused. If you are not focused, like a laser, you are like a flashlight, and the flashlight don't light enough in the dark, you know. So after you make the entanglement, the connection, then you can receive, and you can put in the field your intention, your aspiration, your energies. And after that, after you are coherent, and you start to express these energies, you have to be stable, because we have the tendency, one day I'm in heaven, the other day I'm flat on the earth, you know. We have to learn to be stable, because otherwise the sinusoid is too much like this, and the point of coherence is like a line. So we have to be more like this. So
Yes.
for me, the best way that I can see if I'm coherent is when a situation came, and I can balance my energies in the same day, you know,
Okay.
because maybe it took one day, 1 week, 1 month is too much to balancing. So with practice, you can balance your energy, because life is life, have opposites, but doesn't matter what. In the end of the day, you have to be coherent. You have to
Mhm.
self regulate your energy.
Yeah. Yeah, and you were saying something about fate. You used a certain word.
Infinite fate. Yeah.
Infinite. Yes, infinite fate. Okay.
Yes, because the ego have the tendency to blame others when everything is not quite like he wants. So if you have infinite faith, you don't give up, never.
Mm-hmm. And you look within, I assume, instead of blaming others, because like every time we look outside ourselves, that's, and we point fingers, that's like giving away our power, right?
Yeah.
That's how I perceive. So I just noted what Laurentius said, and for those of you watching live on Facebook, hi Jen, nice to see you. Hi Annie, hi Kim. So Laurencio, I'm not sure if you can hear it very well. It's the first time I'm doing this mix. with being live on YouTube now with Laurencio and Heather, and then live on Facebook from this other camera. So what he was saying is that we need his suggestions are 5 practical steps of doing every single day in order to implement and embody this this change and come close to acting based on love and compassion. Well, based on compassion and kindness, which are the languages of love. So I understand. So the first step is to wake up our bodies. Yes. So movement, even if that means going to the gym, or like in my case, I love dancing and I love yoga. I'm walking my dogs, you know, just being in tune with our bodies, because and paying attention to what we put in the bodies, I would add. I think it's very important. The second step was to develop a strong mind in the way that it's laser focused. And so we are very concentrated on like meditation or focusing on that which we want and not that which we don't like. Yes. And then the third step, it's entanglement, which means to put in the field, right? To have the intention to put in the energy field, our intentions, our aspirations, our energies, right? So yes, I have it here. I'm aware of it in my human mind. However, once I set that intention, I put it in the field through the heart space with spoken intentions. And I know this being very powerful. Yes, because here at the human level, we have that free will, so we must express it through words. And then the fourth, it's learn to be stable, less ups and downs. I put for myself, which means how do we know we are stable? Where we know that we are stable enough when we can balance out our energies in the same day. For example, when something happens that it's not pleasant, like it goes against what we were hoping or what we wanted, of course we will have a reaction to it. Maybe if we get to zero reaction and just becoming the observers, that's ideal. That means being on that line where we want to be. However, if we have this, you know, as I was talking last year about the law of rhythm, if we have these ups and downs, if they're very deep ups and downs, that means we're going on the middle line. It's going to look kind of like this. Yes, very deep ups and downs. So we're going to touch the line where we want to be more rarely. Yes, it may take us weeks to come back in the energy where we want to be. But if we do these synapses, we can recover much faster. Yes, we are going to have more touches of where we really want to be. So we're going to be more in coherence, more in balance. And so we need to balance those energies to learn how to be more stable. So less and less of this and more of just kind of, you know, this. And I'm pointing out here that this fluctuation, it was seen as necessary so far because we are here to explore the contrast. But more and more, what I'm getting is that is not necessarily anymore like to have any kind of fluctuation. There are many people who get to really embody that neutrality point, that Zen state. And so the fifth was infinite faith. Yes, infinite faith means, to me at least, letting go at the ego level, letting go of the mind control, letting go of like me wanting things to be one way or another, which God knows that I have been holding on to for years, and just kind of let myself in the hands of my intuition. And what I've learned is that intuition never comes with a plan. Or it may have a plan, but I don't know the plan. And it's not going to give me the messages as in like, oh, this is what you have to do for the next month. And this and this and this is step 1, step 2, step 3, like in the linear way. Intuition doesn't work like that. Intuition works as in like, here's the next step. And based on that, once you achieve this, and here's the next step, and based on that, once you achieve this, and here is the next step, and so forth. And so not knowing not knowing what's coming was to me one of the most difficult things to let go of, right? Because we have that tendency to want to control. So I'm saying this because at point 2, where is a strong mind and laser focused, it doesn't mean that I, as egoic self, want to just control everything. A strong mind doesn't mean that in this case. A strong mind means letting go and having this infinite faith, as Laurentio is calling it. So have I got it right? Did I summarize it correctly? Do you have anything else to add?
Yeah, it's perfect. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi,
I have
Sika.
one more thought.
Yes.
I have one more thought. So what's the biggest thing that's blocking us from loving ourselves and giving us compassion is this feeling of these emotions of unworthiness and that I'm not good enough. So when you feel you're not worthy, you're blocking yourself from love and compassion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we can have a whole conversation about unworthiness. So what Heather is saying is that the feeling of unworthiness, the feeling that we are not good enough, it's actually at the base of those barriers, what blocks us from aligning with love and compassion, from which we really are called to act, to behave, and to live right now. And so unworthiness and not good enoughness, those are I think for many of us have been ingrained generationally in our DNA, in our state of being. Like if we were raised by parents and grandparents in societies in which unworthiness was a general state of being, of course we kind of just absorbed that. And so how do we heal that? How do we heal from not good enoughness and unworthiness, Heather?
Well, that is my specialty, with the releasing the trapped emotions. So as I release trapped emotions for people, especially unworthiness, it comes up, for everybody. The more I release that, the more their heart can open to whatever it is that they want, love, compassion, relationships, more money, whatever it is that they want. It unblocks them from that because they then will have more confidence. They can achieve whatever it is that they want. If they feel like I'm worth it, this is available for me, then you can go get it. So that is how I, get rid of those emotions of unworthiness for people.
Mm-hmm. That's wonderful. So for those who are watching us and are interested, I'm going to put Heather's information. You can always reach out to us. She does work beautifully. She worked on me in the last 6 months or so, I think, maybe 8 months. I don't even know how, like I'm atemporal many times. I don't know when time is going and where. So yes, releasing trapped emotions from our physical bodies, it's a very powerful method. And so if you are interested to work with Heather on this, I can vouch for her powerful releases, because I felt them instantly. Give me 1 second, because Sika is writing something. For me, what works, it's setting my general direction and follow my instinct at every step while not losing sight of my dreams. Yes, that setting general direction, follow the instinct. Yes, exactly the intuition that I was talking about. So now again, instinct versus intuition, that's another subject we can address. Laurencio, do you want to say something regarding Did you say no? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. It was like a noise, but it wasn't clear.
Mhm.
Okay, so I guess it was a no. Was it? Because I saw you. Okay. I'm sorry. Like it wasn't clear. I don't hear you. I think it's a little bit of a slow connection. Thank you so much to both of you, and thank you so much to the ones that have been together with us on Facebook. Just so you know, we're having these transmissions live every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Florida time, together with Heather, with Laurentiu. If you are interested in participating, Sika and Jen and Jocelyn and whomever and Kim and whomever else, and you want to be together with us on the Zoom, please let me know and I will send you the Zoom link. Yes, I think that discipline, it's exactly what I need to like fine tune myself into, because we get I get sometimes distracted by what's coming, by the interactions with the ones around me, by just unexpected things. And it's okay to have unexpected things, because it's okay to be surprised, I believe. However, how we react to those surprises, it can make us fluctuate deeper or not. And I'm a work in progress in that matter, but I'm very grateful for you being here to remind me of the work I am here to do and what I need to do within myself. And so for those watching us, I am very grateful. Please listen to the recording. We went a little bit over 1 hour this time. Usually we're under, but it was a special occasion. So with this being said, we will see you next Wednesday in this formation. And I thank you again. Okay, I'm going to finish here on Facebook and I'm going to stop the recording. And let me stop on live stream as well on YouTube. Thank you so much for those watching us. I haven't been able to see who's there because it was an echo effect.